folks, this scene may look familiar to you because it's the road that leads to the Maverick North Little Rock yard. I have to come back right by here anyway on this trip to Birmingham, so I really was gonna drive for 2 or 3 more hours, try to get maybe close to Memphis, but I've had a traction control light come on my dash a couple of times today, and I called the Maverick North Little Rock shop to ask them, is this something serious that I need to, you know, bring by because I'm going to be passing by soon, or is this something that can wait? Because I was thinking it was something to do with the trailer, but he said no, it's to do with the truck, and he said if you're going to be driving by anyway, just bring it on in and ride it up. But the weird thing is, you know, it's basically been on for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and just 5 minutes ago it went off. So I don't know, I'm gonna have him check it out anyway, because it has come on twice today. So that's what's going on. You know, this is not going to be a banner week for me because, you know, I hadn't really got a whole lot of miles today, especially stopping here now. You know, it's like 4:15 in the afternoon. I mean, I'll get some breakdown pay, but as far as miles for paycheck this week, it won't be good because, like I said earlier, I'm supposed to get home Thursday night anyway for special request. Anyway, you've seen this before. Maverick North Little Rock yard, except it's a lot emptier now than it was earlier. Oh, let's see. So just giving you a look around. Got supply guys over there, got a truck in the truck wash. I am just going to make a left here and park in this far spot over by the training securement bay, and then I'll go get my personal vehicle and then drive around to the shop and sign the truck in. All right, more later. Well, good Tuesday morning, everybody. It's certainly a wet one. So I've been driving a couple of hours. I'm approaching, I'm on I-40 East, still in Arkansas, but about to cross the Mississippi River into Memphis and then hit 55 south, headed to Birmingham with this load of CertainTeed drywall product I picked up yesterday over in Nashville, Arkansas. And I think I mentioned it, but I stopped by the North Little Rock Maverick shop late yesterday afternoon because I had an issue with my stability control light. They wanted me to bring it in, have it checked out, so I left it there. I actually ran home for a few hours. It took them 2 or 3 hours to call me back and say the truck was ready, so that was kind of cool, unexpected. And I think I left the Maverick yard this morning around probably around 5:30. You know, it was pouring down rain most of the night, so I wasn't in any great hurry to get going, knowing I'm going to be driving in the pouring rain in the dark. And I've seen probably 3 or 4 vehicles off in the median today. Lost control. Whatever happened. No collisions, no wrecks, but they're off in the median, stuck in the mud. So anyway, it's a messy day, that's for sure. We should have the bridge coming up here in a minute. Maybe I can show you that. Like I'm a little further away than I thought, so I'll get back to you. Okay folks, so now we're approaching one of the bridges that goes from Arkansas into Memphis, Tennessee. This is the 55 bridge, old bridge. You know, last year the 40 bridge, which is over here to our north a little bit, they closed it down for a few months because it had cracks in it. This one probably has cracks too. They just haven't found it. Oh, but I hope it doesn't crack right now. The big old muddy Mississippi. Yes, we have us a nice little rainstorm here today. I'll probably be in it all day long, I'm expecting. Which could be problematic, seeing as I need to unload this load of drywall. Some of these drywall places are not very well equipped for rainy weather unload. There's the sign saying Tennessee welcomes us. Memphis, Tennessee. All right, folks, I'll catch you on down the road. Alright, a little road update for you. Well, I'm on I-22. I think I just kind of went through Holly Springs, Mississippi. Probably about 30 or 40 miles from Tupelo. And I'm glad to say the rain has stopped for now. I hope that continues, although it doesn't look very promising up ahead. Man, yeah, it's been raining all morning till about 5 minutes ago. So I'm enjoying this break from the rain. So this load's going to Birmingham, to a place that's kind of on the north side of Birmingham, so it should be fairly easy to get to. I don't think I've ever been to this place. And then from Birmingham, there's a couple of steel shippers there, right in Birmingham, old places. And I forget the name of the other place, but I was just there maybe a month or so ago. That's where I would expect to get sent, but you know, you just don't know. There's also a place over in kind of western side of Alabama where I've picked up some lumber products. good road all the way to Birmingham, except there's no rest areas whatsoever. In fact, if you take this route from North Little Rock, there's really only a couple of small rest areas there between North Little Rock and Memphis on I-40, which I stopped at one of them there around Forest City to do a load check, but there weren't any parking spots, so I had to kind of just, you know, park in the lane there and do a quick inspection and get going again. But there's no rest areas whatsoever on this whole stretch, Mississippi and Alabama. Nothing. I mean, there is one on the westbound side of 22 as you cross from Alabama into Mississippi, but that won't help me today because I'm going eastbound. I mean, there are a couple of love pilots. I'll probably have to hit one here sometime in the next couple of hours. Anyway, more down the road. Okay, y'all. I met my customer here in Birmingham, Alabama. Interior, exterior building supply. You can see they carry a lot of aluminum stud material. And here's my load. I had a bunch of straps, plastic edge protectors, big sheet of plastic, which was ripped up. You know, it was so windy out there when the shipper's tarp guy was up there putting the plastic and draping the tarps over. The wind was just blowing the plastic around, and it was all ripped up. It didn't fulfill a lot of purpose, I'll say that. But here's what we got. It's called glass rock sheathing, 1/2 inch by 8 foot, and so that's it. He told me just to go ahead and untarp and unsecure out here in the lot, and I think he's already got my paperwork, and he's coming out now to start unloading. So I noticed the front section's got some water that's dripped down the front. See right there. Hopefully that won't be a problem. This stuff seems to be, you know, like a fiberglass material. I'll see if I can get a shot of him unloading from the other side. There it is. All right, guys, so there goes my unloader, Shannon, with a section. And he was saying that this stuff, it really doesn't matter if it gets wet because it's an exterior sheathing anyway. So you can see where there's some water standing on the front edge, but he wasn't worried about it at all. He said, you know, we don't want it getting soaked, but a little water doesn't hurt it at all. It's made of fiberglass. So, you know, it's just like a load of drywall you've seen many times. So, oh, and they've sent me a pre-plan going into Birmingham to CMC Steel, which I've been to 3 or 4 times. Getting a load of what I would call angles, flats, and it goes to somewhere in Cabot, Arkansas, which is about, you know, 30 miles north of North Little Rock. So it'll put me in striking distance getting home. And you know, I have a request to be home by Thursday evening anyway, so hell, I may get home on Wednesday. All right, more later. Okay, guys, hopefully it's not too windy, but I wanted to get another picture of Shannon here getting the unload, and he likes me to slide these runners up here for him. What up, y'all smell, Shannon? shingles though? Nah. Well, the reason I ask is I delivered to a place in North Carolina the other day, and they sold stuff like this and roofing shingles. Yeah. But okay, well, thanks for letting me film a shot of this.
No problem.
So he stores it all inside, of course. So that's how it goes. All right, it's going to take him a little while. Probably a good 30 minutes or so for him to get the rest of that off of there. So I'm going to go in here and try to plan out my trip into Birmingham. All right, folks. Well, we got that drywall load delivered. I'm headed to my next shipper, CMC Steel. Well, my work order actually announced it as US Steel. I don't know. Thanks to Shannon back there, I actually backed all of the way out of that place into the oncoming lane of traffic. So he stood out there and watched traffic for me, and there wasn't much traffic, so it wasn't a big deal. But there really wasn't another way to back out of their lot, get turned around to exit. They had other trucks back there backed up to the dock. So anyway, we're on the way, and let's see how much time I have left on my clock. I've got about 4.5 hours of time on my clock, so we'll see how it goes here. It's going to take me probably 25 minutes to get there. And if it's the place I'm thinking about, it's very slow. And it's got to be tarped. They do have overnight parking, so I can stay there if I need to, but I would like to get somewhere where I can get a shower. So we'll see how it goes.